Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is the Royal Rumble. We have made it to San Antonio. We have made it to this big event and we are ready for the road to WrestleMania to finally commence, and it all starts here. It all starts tonight. We're geared up. We're ready to go. And oh, you can feel the excitement building within this arena. We're all ready for it, and tonight's show is another one of those stacked cards and one of those rumbles that'll go down in history. All the world titles on the line, including this one right here, a rematch from Armageddon. Jinder Mahal the champion, Adam Cole the challenger. Cole wants his belt back that Jinder unfairly took from him, or so he says, after Armageddon. Well, we'll see if Cole can exact his revenge later on tonight. Coming up then, we've got the WWE Championship to focus on. Bobby Fish and CM Punk one-on-one. Two of the greatest wrestlers, not just on SmackDown Live, but in this universe as a whole. Going at it, nose to nose, face to face. Fish believes he unfairly lost that title. Punk is on borrowed time. Well, Punk is going to see if he can thwart those claims of Fish and deny him WWE Championship number 3. But the real intentions when it comes to all the title matches, you gotta look to ECW. Fatal 4-way elimination match. Any one of these 4 men could main event WrestleMania, but instead here tonight, they're all fighting for the same crown. They're all fighting for Seth Rollins' gold. McIntyre, Styles, Joe, Rollins. Only one is walking out of the Royal Rumble with the ECW Championship, and we're gonna find out who it is. And speaking of there only being one, there can only be one Royal Rumble winner. There can only be one man who will go to headline the main event of the biggest show of the year, WrestleMania. And tonight we find out who it's gonna be. 30 men geared up, ready to go, but only one opportunity awaits them. Will we see, like last year, an underdog like Tyler Breeze sweep through the ranks and be able to go all the way to the end? Or will it be a destructive year for a guy like Braun Strowman to take home the crown and go to the main event, have his ticket punched, and be ready and waiting for that champion of his choice? We'll find out when we get to that tonight, but aside from that, we've got another huge night of action, and we're going to get it underway with a triple threat match for the United States Championship. Challenger James Storm, champion Cody Rhodes, and an unknown third participant. The open challenge that Cody Rhodes has been holding since winning that title has been well received over on Raw. James Storm was one of those challengers and believed that he had that match won, if not for a fluke from Cody Rhodes. Rhodes said, "I'll give you a shot at the Rumble. However, we're going to have a third party involved just to make it that bit fair and just to give back to the Monday Night Raw roster." Storm doesn't care. In Storm's eyes, it's just another body to beat up, but the main person of interest that he wants to target is Cody Rhodes. The main body, the main being, the main thing that he wants to take away is that United States Championship. Cody Rhodes or the other guy, it doesn't really matter to James Storm, so long as he's got that title around his waist by the time he leaves San Antonio. That's all that matters to him. Rhodes will come out last, so the question is right now, who is... Well, there's the question answered for me. I was about to ask who is the person stepping up to the plate, and it's a man who we haven't seen in a long time on Raw. But when we have seen him, he was, to be fair, one of the butt of all jokes. It's Aiden English. Aiden English was given a numerous number of opportunities from the Raw General Manager Daru Manalo, who sadly cannot be here today due to complications arranged on all fronts. But Aiden English is here anyway, and he is ready to try and compete for that United States Championship. This one could be an interesting one. I'm not trying to say Aiden English is a dark horse, but he certainly could cause issues. You got to think in some circumstances, even though I just said, you know, Storm will take the title away from anyone. He'll beat up either man. Storm and Rhodes have bad blood amongst one another. They will want to go after one another. Aiden English, in that retrospect, doesn't have bad blood with anyone. Aiden English has just taken an open challenge opportunity and is going to make it his own. And he could very well do that here tonight, all things considered. The right opportunity, the right place, the right time. Champion's advantage out of the window. Of course, Aiden could win the title by pinning Storm. That is all to play for here tonight, but here is the champion who they have to try and take the belt away from. This is the man who wants to hold on to that gold for another month. This is the man who has backed himself into a little bit of a corner with Storm and English. Unlike Seth Rollins later on tonight, who doesn't need to be pinned. Who does need to be pinned to lose his ECW Championship given the elimination aspect of the matchup. Cody Rhodes does not need to be pinned. Storm could pin English, English could pin Storm, or maybe he could lose the title by being pinned. But in the same perspective, Cody Rhodes could overcome it and retain here tonight. He's beaten a huge list of names. In fact, the two people fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship, Cody Rhodes has beaten in open challenges. In fact, he took the title away from Adam Cole back at No Way Out. So Rhodes has a mean streak going for him with that US title, and he will do his damnedest to hold on to it here tonight. San Antonio better be ready for this one. The US title going to kick things off, but it is a big night of the Royal Rumble coming towards us here. And yes, before any questions get underway, yes, this is going to be my voice for the next however long this show is. A mil. No, I'm not. I broke my voice. But learn to live with it, because we don't really have a choice. So my apologies if I sound like shit, but there's really not that much I can do about it. I can't rest it any longer, and fuck it, it's Rumble. Anyway, let's do this thing. So we're underway here. Storm and Rhodes in the ring. A little surprised that English has chose to wait on the outside. Like I said, you know, there was the chance that they may go after one another, and indeed they have here. Rhodes looking for a submission early on. Aiden English not going to get involved because James Storm is a cowboy. He's a tough man. He ain't going to tap out that easily. Collision there between both men in the ring. Aiden English essentially with a front row seat right now, as he watches on here as these two men trade each other back and forth. English just walking around the ring for a moment. Nice sliced bread in the ring there by Cody. Into the cover early on. English up on top, looking for the leg drop there on Storm, and he gets it. First bit of involvement from Aiden English in this match, and it was a pretty big move. Cody Rhodes will take full capitalization of it there with that springboard moonsault, but a big boot there to Rhodes. Aiden English looking to try and steal the cover here in the US title with it. Not going to happen. Kick out at one. English doing the smart thing, rolling out of the ring, but he's pissed off the two men in the ring by targeting them. But oh, that ain't running through the mind of James Storm right now. What is beating a pulp into Cody Rhodes. Big leg drop there as he looks to soften up his jawline, soften up his head entirely for the last call super kick. Rhodes going to want to try and do the same for the crossroads. Aiden English just looking to right now just pick up the scraps essentially. Sweeps the leg away from Storm there, and Storm rolls out of the ring, leaving English to have to fight Cody here. How will he do? Playing it basic right now. Chops, strikes, kicks. Big chest there, lighting up the big chop, sorry, lighting up the chest to Cody Rhodes. Actually holding his own right now, but to be fair, he has been watching for a long time. Rhodes has been fighting already. Aiden English is just capitalizing on an opportunity, looking to try and see when Cody will get up to his feet, completely oblivious there to Storm, and sent off the top rope. Storm now will have a matter of revenge here for Aiden English to deal with in the form of a backstabber. Apt, given what James Storm did to really kick off his career once more in this universe. Clothesline there. Aiden English goes down, and Aiden English will go out as well. Rhodes. Oh no, he doesn't. He stays in this one. Rhodes and Storm, though, still going at one another. Big counter there by Cody. Oh, big neck breaker there by Storm, and now Rhodes and English starting to gang up a little bit here on Storm. Got him in position. Alabama slam. English, though, runs through Cody. Cody rolls out of the ring, and Aiden English will try and capitalize here. Like I said, picking up the scraps is the drama king. And he's doing a damn good job of it, I have to be said. But then again, these two men have been firing lumps at each other since this matchup got underway, so that may have a part to play in it. Kick in the gut there by English. Rolls through here. Roll up, looking to try and take the title away from Storm. Will he do it? No. Rhodes was in there. Could have made the save, maybe. Cody now, big punch in the gut there. Kind of juked out Storm and got him there with a overhead leg drop, I guess you would call it. But English right now running for it there from Rhodes. He will wait. He will try and wait his opportunity again. Rhodes, he's trying to fake out Cody as well. Oh, it didn't work out the way he wanted it to. Counter there though by Aiden. And he rolls up Cody now. Cody in the ropes though. Not going to work out just the way he wanted it to. Nice uppercut though. Still in the ring though is all three men. And Storm now will go after English once more. This ain't looking good. Snake eyes there for Aiden English, and out the ring he goes. Meanwhile, in the ring, Storm will take full control of this matchup on Cody right now and take the driver's seat on the road to becoming the United States champion. Up on his feet here, looking for some kind of slam. Rhodes counters it. Reverse DDT there, nicely done indeed. Uh-oh, Cody had him set up, ready to go for a disaster kick there to Storm. And he'll go right into the cover. But on the outside, Aiden English was ready and waiting and breaks up the pin there. Smart. Gotta say, smart by Aiden there. Kind of kept himself under the radar and it worked out just the way he wanted it to. Rhodes going to look for maybe the crossroads. Countered there by Aiden English. English now turns him round. Roll up here. Will it be able to work on Cody? Will it take him the title home? No. And again, Aiden runs for it. And Storm and Cody, too complacent, wanted to beat up one another, that they let him get away with it as well. Another snake eyes there on the money. Storm in for the cover. Aiden will stay on the outside. Doesn't want to get involved here just yet. Probably for the best, all things considered. Big punch there in the ribs. Nice step up in Zaguri as well. Storm now rolls out of the ring and Cody eyes up Aiden English here and is speeding out of the ring after him. Aiden speeding back in the ring, trying to get away. And look at this, rolls out into the way of James Storm, who will happily go back after the US champion. Gotta say, these little mind games that Aiden's playing are smart. They are working. And they are weakening his competition as well. He needs them to be in a really weak state as well if he wants a chance of walking out with that US title. But I don't know if how long Aiden can keep this up. I don't know if continuing to try and do this will work out the way he wants it to. Because these two guys now are ready to go even further into the matchup. They've taken the beating, but they're willing to keep going for that title. Aiden hasn't really taken much of a beating at all. In fact, I don't even know what the hardest move he's taken is. Storm trying to catch his breath here. Aiden English looking to try and make it pay. Aiden will sneak up from behind here. Will it work out for him? Storm kicks out as well. Can't blame him for trying. Goes for a cover on Rhodes now. Storm breaks it up immediately. And again, Aiden runs for the hills. It's, it's smart, but it's cowardice. If Aiden somehow won the title off the back of this, you can't really claim he's United States champion by wrestling ability. Unless all of his matches are triple threat matches, well, he doesn't stand much chance of holding on to his belt for all that long. These two men, they have got one common goal in mind right now, and that was going after him. Last call super kick. Aiden English down, and I think that might be him out for the match now. It's between Cody and Storm. He got decked by that one. And Storm will capitalize with Rhodes outside of the ring after that clothesline. Into the cover here. Will it put him away? Will it give him the title? No, Aiden English kicks out. Well, I am surprised. Gotta say, I am very surprised that Aiden is still hanging in there. Storm has put a beating on him in this one. Rhodes less so. Being too infatuated with James Storm. Big clothesline there, and Storm goes down from it. From behind now. Aiden looking to try and steal another win here. Can he steal the title? Not going to happen. Storm is down, and now Aiden has to face the music, has to face Cody. Alabama Slam. Oh my god, he counted it. Aiden counted his way out of it. Behind Cody now. Sneaks up. The director's cut. Aiden English takes the cover. 2. Oh my god. Aiden English just made a name for himself. Aiden English is the United States champion. Wow. Well, his plan worked to perfection. He took an opportunity, he made the most of it, and now he has that United States belt all for himself, and he pinned the champion as well. Granted, he can't claim credit for this match. He can't say that he fought the hardest, he fought the best. But I would say he fought the smartest. It's just how legitimate of a claim he can have to that belt. Well, we're one title change down, and we still got another 6 title matches to go, I think. Yeah, we do. This is going to be a... Strap ourselves in. This is going to be a very interesting night, and I think we're going to be hitting one of the matches of the night here outside of the Royal Rumble itself, because coming up next, it is the match to finish off this feud. It is the brawl. It is the fight that will conclude this trilogy between these two men. Aleister Black and Bobby Roode have been at each other's throats since before Survivor Series over one common goal, the ECW Television Championship. Black's retained the title at Survivor Series over Roode, courtesy through the help of Braun Strowman on ECW beforehand. 2 weeks later, at Guilty as Charged, however, the roles reversed, and it was Bobby Roode who walked out of there, the new ECW Television Champion. Well, since then, Aleister Black and Bobby Roode have been at each other's throats even more than usual, intervening in each other's matches, even not even allowing matches to happen. Bobby Roode has not even had one match since winning that ECW Television Championship over a month ago now. And it's because of this man. Last week, though, the damage was really done to Roode. Once again, through the Wyatt family's tactics and through Braun Strowman. Helping out his Wyatt family member, Aleister Black, watched on as Bobby Roode was thrown around the parking lot by Braun Strowman before being dumped with a huge powerbomb on a car windshield. It wrote Roode out of action for the past ECW, and it could well have written him out of being here at the Royal Rumble, but Roode said nothing was stopping him from finishing business. Nothing was stopping him from ending this with Black, and nothing was stopping him from walking out still with the ECW Television Championship. And here he is, Roode ready to go. Roode is rearing to go on top of it. The television champion has waited a long time for this one, like I said, and now tonight he gets to finish it all. Himself and Black have one more war going for them, and it'll be interesting to see who will come out on top of it. Like I said, these guys have traded back and forth so much as of late. But will the effects of Braun Strowman on ECW a week and a half ago, do they have let me try English again. Do they have an everlasting effect? Do they still have Bobby Roode hurt? Do they still have Bobby Roode less than 100%? Is Roode able to go here tonight to the extent where he can walk out still with that title? Because you need to be on top of your game and then some if you want to beat Aleister Black. If you are any less than 100%, Aleister Black will capitalize. Aleister Black will work around that injury, will completely manipulate it, and Aleister Black will punish you and allow Black Mass to finish it all. Look for Aleister Black to go after the ribs and the back of Bobby Roode in this one. That is where Roode's main areas will be to work on. That is where Roode is going to be in the most pain. That is where Roode is going to be at his weakest. And we'll see if Black will capitalize on it, which in a way I don't blame him. If you've got an injury, take advantage of it. How much it will play in him leading to victory. Because like I said, this is the one to end it all. Myself as ECW General Manager, this had to be the one to end it all. A, these guys have been ripping each other apart and it needed to come to an end. And B, we need to progress in the ECW Television Championship. There are so many great talents on ECW who could have a shot at that belt. Guys in the Rumble like Tetsuya Naito, Sami Callihan, Chris Jericho, even Rich Swann after his performance on ECW. And they are kind of being backed up and forced to wait in line as Roode and Black tear each other apart. Well, no more after tonight. This will be the one to end it. They have a win at 1 apiece. Let's settle it here tonight. Roode holds on to that title. Will it be the last time he holds it in his arms before that man takes it back to the Wyatt family? And if he does so, how much does he owe thanks to Braun Strowman and his strength, and to Bray Wyatt and his mindset? Black is ready. Roode is ready. I'm ready. We're ready. Let's get into this one. Let us finish what they started. We are underway here, and there is no niceties about this. There is no collar and elbow wrestling tie-up. There is Roode coming out of the blocks and going right after Aleister Black. Be interesting what kind of MO Roode brings to the table. With his injuries, does he play it conservatively? Does he go kind of safely? Or does he go all out and perhaps risk aggravating that injury further? There are many ways in which Roode can take this. And to be fair, there's only a handful of them that are going to be right against a guy like Aleister Black as well. This is probably not one of the smartest ideas. Elbow drop there. Actually, Roode, if you note this, brought himself down on his leg, not his ribs. Smart idea there by Roode. Up to the second rope once more here. Bring him up to his feet. If he goes for something not like that, that's going to do some damage to him, even though he's fighting through it. I was going to say if he goes for a double axe handle, even better. Not going to hurt the ribs. He's got to try and maximize the moves that he hits, but minimize taking damage on his ribs. And back like that one. Reverse suplex there by Aleister Black. Let's see what else Aleister Black will do here. Brings him in. Oh! Kicked him right in the arm. The shoulder, essentially. Trying to tear at that shoulder blade, and he's doing it again here. Smart for Roode as well. A, give him another injury to worry about potentially. B, take away the grip that he'll have with the glorious DDT. Oh, that was Roode needed to get out of that. Exploded suplex and a hard punch there will drive Aleister Black down to the mat. And while Roode has control of the match here, the last thing he wants to do is squander it away. The last thing he wants to do is allow an opportunity for Aleister Black to get himself back in this one. He's got to target the match. He's got to just remain in control throughout the entirety of it now. Cover here by Bobby Roode. Didn't hook the legs, so that had a big part to play in it. But let's be honest, as if that was going to finish off Aleister Black. Back in the ring we come here now. Oh, this is going to hurt. And again, Roode using his technical expertise to get out of the way. Got to give him credit for that one. And now returning the favor from Braun Strowman with a kick in the gut there. or stomp essentially, into the ribs. I'm amazed that Roode is fighting without tape as well, perhaps looking to try and not exploit the injury as much as he hits the spine buster there on Black, but look at how quickly Black got out of the ring. Still a lot of speed being possessed by this guy, and another great counter there by Roode to avoid more damage to the back. Roode is wrestling a smart match here, and it could be closing out any minute now. Bobby Roode in position, ready to strike to end this off. Roode, glorious DDT, and the cover that follows. No, Aleister Black is in the ropes. No victory for you yet, Bobby Roode. And I don't think one, to be fair, would have been enough to end it. He would have had to have done, he has to do more. Has to at least have 2. May even need 3. As he hits a crossroads there of all moves, but brings himself right down on his back. That ain't doing him any favours. Roode up on his shoulders here again is Aleister Black. Oh, flapjack there, but down on his back again. Got to give credit to Roode. He is really fighting through the injury right now. And he's almost making it look like it doesn't exist. Kind of goes to show the game face that he's putting on right now. The strength that he must be feeling to try and hold on to that belt. And even the desperation that Roode will resort to try and end this year. Using the ropes to his advantage. And oh, Black kicks at it too. Roode has had control way longer in this matchup though than Aleister Black has. And that is a good thing for the champion. Like I said, he can't allow Black a window of opportunity, but this might be it. Oh, spinning heel kick from the top by Aleister Black. Great top rope maneuver there. Now with a snapmare, and let's see what Aleister Black will decide to do. He's going away from the ribs. They're at him in a triangle lock, but unable to gain any advantage from it. I thought he was going for Jim, and there, look at this. Roode just showing his technical expertise and a disrespectful slap in the head, but it's not as if either of these men have respect for one another. That went out the window if it ever was in the building in the first place. Bobby Roode now. Fisherman's suplex, nope. Northern Lights suplex down on that back. And I said about that window of opportunity. Well, this is certainly one window that Aleister Black's been allowed back into. No way! Black Mass! And this one could be over. And with it, Bobby Roode's television title reign. There's 2. Roode kicks out. And what a kick out it was as well. A well-needed kick out. When I said that Roode needed more than one glorious DDT, the same ruling applied to Aleister Black, but now here he goes. Big knee in the face there. And he may go after the ribs here. No, he's going after the arm once again. Sitting down on the arm, trapping it behind his calf there. Doing incredible damage to it, but Roode able to fight on here. What will he look to do? Don't really see the point in the cover. Maybe just trying to wear down Black a little bit, take the stamina away from him. But Aleister Black is a guy who can fight for as long as he chooses to. This time he gets the back suplex, and I think Bobby Roode coming down on his head is the least of his worries. Aleister Black now going to go up to the top rope here. Oh God, double foot stomp into those ribs. Black runs, crawls into it, the cover, and Roode kicks out at 2. This matchup is still alive. Is he going to do it again? He may be looking for Black Mass there, but Roode was able to pry him away from it. Big time counter there, and Roode goes into the cover once more. Maybe he is just trying to weigh down the stamina of Aleister Black. Or perhaps just looking for a chance to catch his own breath as well. Black getting up to his feet and kicking the ribs by Roode. Once again, the revenge game being played well by Bobby Roode here. Brings the knee down on him. And pins Black down after it as well. Like I said, no respect between these two men, if there ever was any to begin with. Roode now. Suplex there, trying to take the damage away from his lower back there. And goes into another cover after it, just trying to wear down Black bit by bit, step by step. But he needs more hard-hitting moves right now. He needs more. He is not. I thought he was just going through Roode's mind. Maybe Roode needed to try and maybe he was taking care of an injury on the outside. I'm not too sure, and he didn't want Black to see. Oh, went for the blockbuster there, and he moved out of the way. Nothing but a hard landing on your back to endure there. But Bobby Roode will continue to fight on right now. Tree of Woe for Aleister Black now. Boot right in the face. It is Bobby Roode who has been wrestling the far more disrespectful style than Aleister Black. I guess that is the old side of the Glorious One coming out there, despite the crowd singing his theme as he came to the ring. Despite them being on his side throughout this feud against Aleister Black, he is resorting to the more desperate tactics, though the injury may be a huge cause for that. Kick in the back there for good measure. Let's see what he'll do here. Turns him round. Might have been thinking a backstabber there from the run-up he took, but Aleister Black not interested. Counter, spinner, Black Mass! A second one could end it here. There's two, there isn't three. What a kick out by Bobby Roode, and he keeps this match alive a little bit longer. Injuries or not, nothing is stopping Roode from trying to hold on to that belt. But Aleister Black there calling to Sister Abigail, and all into the back. Roode though right back up to his feet. This one's starting to heat up now. The crowd is getting on their feet. These two men starting to get more back and forth. Northern Lights suplex there by Roode. Will it give him the title? It won't. Bobby Roode. Oh, I thought he might be looking for the glorious DDT. It won't be. Fisherman's suplex. Didn't go for the cover because Aleister Black's foot was kind of tangled in the ropes temporarily. Up on his shoulders here. Roode with a Roode bomb there. Into the cover. This closed out many matches for Roode in the past. Oh, it almost closed this one out here. Almost, but not quite. You can see the way he's slowly getting to his feet. The way he was gasping for breath there, that he's hurt, but he's going to try and win it. Bobby Roode's in position. Number 2. Glorious DDT. Aleister Black is in the ropes again. The ring awareness of Bobby Roode there lets him down big time on more than one occasion. He could have closed out the match right then and there. Costing himself now is the Glorious One. And if there's anyone who will ever capitalize, it is Aleister Black. But another big counter there by Bobby Roode will deny the chance of him capitalizing. After the legs now late in the match to do it, but still a smart bit of thought there from Bobby Roode. Take away his main game of offense. This one has been a back and forth affair. This one's been a tough affair, and Roode has paced around Black for long enough. It's time to try and end this. No chance. Caught. Oh, captures suplex. He looked for the glorious DDT, and he was denied. Aleister Black at some point got busted open, maybe from that second glorious DDT. I'm not too sure. But Aleister Black is ready to finish this now. Roode is done. Roode is out on his feet. Black Mass. A third one. Square in the jaw. And with 1, 2, 3, Aleister Black is the ECW Television Champion for a second time. All things considered, did the injury make much of a difference? I don't think so. I do not think it did. Bobby Roode fought through it like a champion. He fought this match like a champion. He gave the heart of a champion. But it is Aleister Black who is champion. And that is what matters most. Gold comes back to the Wyatt family here at the Royal Rumble. And they may well be taking home more than that here tonight. At the very least, however, they've got that gold going for them. 2 title matches down. 2 titles have changed hands thus far. Are we going to see a 3rd change hands here? The Intercontinental Championship is up for grabs. Finn Balor, Kenny Omega. This is going to be a good one as well. Finn Balor returned from a neck injury sustained at the hands of Kevin Owens some months ago on SmackDown Live. Balor came back earlier than expected from the injury and went right after finishing business with Kevin Owens. And the moment he was done with that, his next objective was put out in front of him even. His next target stood on the stage once business was taken care of. That was Kenny Omega. Himself and the Elite stared down Finn Balor following his win over Owens and said that the following week that he wanted Balor to be #1 contender. He liked Balor. He wanted to give him the fight. But he also wanted to wish him goodbye and good night. Tonight, Kenny Omega gets that wish. Finn Balor beat Shinsuke Nakamura to become the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. But it is Balor who may be reining in some issues. He heads into this match with momentum not so much on his side. And the reasoning is simple. This past SmackDown Live, challengers and champions were in action. Finn Balor suffered a defeat to Bobby Fish and was subject to a post-match attack as well by the former WWE champion. Laid out repeatedly, hammered into on the outside with repeated strikes, and there was a possibility from all the kicks and hard hits that Fish gave Balor throughout that match that he could have re-aggravated that neck injury. I'm not saying he has, because I don't know firsthand. I'm not the general manager of SmackDown. But there is a possibility he could have re-aggravated it. On top of that, the loss itself is another thing to take into account. Meanwhile, the Intercontinental Champion scurried home with a victory over Kota Ibushi. And a relatively easy one at that. But make no mistakes about it. This match is going to be good. This match is going to deliver. And this is going to be one that we could well be calling match of the night as well. Right now, it has to be said, Black and Roode tore the house down and practically tore each other down as well in their quest to become champion. These two men, this is going to be far more of a wrestling matchup. These two men have little bad blood between one another. Their only physical altercation coming after Balor's victory over Nakamura when Kenny Omega laid him out in the ring following the matchup. These two men have kept it limited. These two men are going to leave the wrestling, do the talking for them. Both big names within Japan at one point. Finn Balor was one of the staples of the junior heavyweight division at one point. Kenny Omega made his way from Japan to this universe, and within just a short while of being here became King of the Ring. And a few months after that became Intercontinental Champion, having held that belt now for 5 months since winning the title at SummerSlam from Nakamura. He now comes up against another tough opponent in Finn Balor, two-time World Heavyweight Champion. But the difference is, when he won those belts, the Demon came out to play. The Demon's not here tonight. It is Balor Club in San Antonio. Will that be a difference? We'll have to find out. But it certainly is not a serious enough case right now for the Demon to come out. Kenny Omega has not driven Finn Balor to the path of the Demon. You got to think of it. Also, Kevin Owens didn't drag him to the Demon. But then again, maybe it was Finn Balor himself that wanted to finish off business with Kevin Owens, not his other side. And it may be the same case here. Maybe it is Finn Balor himself who wants to capture that Intercontinental Championship, not the Demon. We'll find out right about now, because this one's ready to get underway here. Balor, the challenger, Omega, the champion. Let's see what we'll be looking forward to in this one. Finn Balor already getting Omega way up on his shoulders. Their fireman's carry, countered by Omega there, and of course he'll go after the neck right from the get-go. Kenny Omega might want to keep his wits about him though, because his fellow Elite members, the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson, did not fare well in their title defense earlier this week on SmackDown Live, losing tag team titles to War Machine. Is there fear within Kenny Omega that it could happen again, or is Omega a little bit too cocky to think that something like that could happen to him? We'll find out right now. He's doing some good moves to go after the neck, essentially, of Finn Balor. Throwing him out to the outside. No, 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 no. No, I already know what he's thinking about. He's taking a page out of Kevin Owens' book. Don't you dare do this. No, Kenny, there's no need for this. Finn Balor counters out of it. He knew what was coming. He had had this receipt on more than one occasion, and he wasn't having it here tonight. Powerbomb there on the outside for Omega's troubles. Great fight back there. You can hear the crowd at ringside cheering on Finn Balor right now. They want him to be the Intercontinental Champion. And on the outside right now, he is beating down Kenny Omega. Commentators curse a little bit there as Omega now may retake control. Maybe not. Into the barricade there at the count of 7. Omega rushes back in the ring. Very respectable from Omega there. Looking to try and retain his title. Oh, was that like a reverse Rough Rider? Down on the back of the neck again. See, Omega, like Aleister Black, is taking advantage of an injury and running for the fences with it. And I can't blame him. Injuries are there to be taken account for. And in the case of the opponent, exploited and used to your advantage. Finn Balor up on the second rope here. Went for the double axe handle there. Kenny Omega moved out of the way. Omega, Dragon suplex would have done a lot of damage to Finn there, but he counters out of it. Big flying forearm now. And Omega once again trying to create separation between himself and the challenger. Referee having to hold him back there. Allowing Kenny Omega more time to showboat and gloat here on the outside, but you've got a match to contest, Omega, remember. Finn Balor making him pay for it there. Drop kick against the barricade. Now putting the boots to the champion. Uh-oh. Has him up here. What are we going to see now from Kenny Omega? Oh, dumped him down there on the barricade. Once again. Oh, I thought we were going to go back in the ring. I was about to say once again. Omega cannot capitalize though and take advantage, and that certainly is the case as he sent it to the crowd. Count getting very late. Now we're up to 7 in this one. And once more, Kenny Omega's the first one back in the ring. Oh, and he makes Finn Balor pay for not being the first one back in the ring as well, with a big bicycle kick there. Nasty knee as well now as he looks to soften up the jawline of Finn Balor. Might play out the way Omega wants it to here. We'll find out. Spins him round. Omega in position, looking forward. Electric chair. Pops into it. German suplex. Great bridge. Will it finish off Balor here? It will not. Brought him down right on the injured neck as well. Maximizing potential was Kenny Omega. Looking for a power slam maybe. Nothing there happening for the champion. Oh! Face plant there for Finn Balor. And another opportunity to take advantage for Kenny Omega. Balor may want to do something quick if he wants to keep his hopes of becoming the Intercontinental Champion alive here, as Omega is just going from move to move here, stringing them together and making it very easy for himself. And look, and making it look easy as well while he pulls them up. While he pulls them off. Up on top here. Omega. Coup de grace! Double foot stomp. Will it finish off Balor? It won't. Wow. Talk about an act of disrespect there. Using the rules of wrestling. Coup de grace. And now Kenny Omega getting a bit desperate. Perhaps getting annoyed that he can't finish off Balor here. Balor really needs to get something going right now. Omega's just shutting down all windows of opportunity. Finally, we get something from Balor. Fireman's carry, Bayley there. And Balor's going to go up high after it. He's going to make it. This is how you hit it, Omega. This is how you deliver one. No, he gets out of the way. Coup de grace not to be. Single underhook suplex though. Finn Balor still able to remain in control. Finn Balor now brings up Omega to his feet and unloads away. Forearms, sling blade. Can Finn Balor capitalize with this opening that he's given himself here? In the turnbuckle now. Oh, yes, he can. Brace yourself, Omega. This one's going to hurt. Hellhole shotgun drop kick. And we know what comes after it. Up to the top rope. Omega might not even know what planet he's on, let alone how to counter the coup de grace. Is this the title coming home to Balor Club? Not yet. Kick out. Finn Balor put his all into that comeback there. But Omega shut the door on him. And Omega is now looking to slam it in his face repeatedly to take away any chance of him being the Intercontinental Champion. Omega now brings it. Oh no, it's running through my mind. He's going to go for it, isn't he? He's going to go for it. No, 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 no. Oh! I think he wanted to, I think he had been watching TakeOver last night and seeing what Corin did to Okada with the powerbomb into the ring pole. Looked like he had it in mind for a Finn Balor there, but his back gave out on him. Omega now restarting the count so he can take advantage of it. Brings him up to his feet here, kicking the gut. Stuffed. Oh, but an enziguri follow-up will do him fine. That'll go right after the injured neck as well. Omega just dragging Balor now. No respect showing here by the champion. That coup de grace kind of turned it from a wrestling match into just an act of just disrespect, continuous disrespect at that by Omega. Caught again, spinning heel kick. This one is getting back and forth as you like on the outside right now, but it is inside where the match needs to be decided. Kenny Omega's obsession with a powerbomb on the outside may cost him. This time. Oh no, he got him. And into the LED board for good measure. Oh God. Oh no, no, no. Kenny Omega was willing to do anything to retain that title. And we just saw it firsthand here tonight. Omega brings in Balor. This one's academic from here on out. Cross-leg brainbuster. Omega took advantage of the injury and is on his way to a successful title defense. Omega brings him in. One winged angel. You can count to 10. 2. Finn Balor kicks out at 2. Well, I didn't. I am stunned. And not only did he kick out at 2, but he's fighting back right from the moment he kicked out. Cover there, but Omega kicked out. But look at the crowd here on their feet for Balor now. I don't know how he came back in this one. He's got dumped on his neck and then that is slammed into an LED board. But somehow he finds a way to claw himself back into this one. Balor Club will not give up on Finn Balor, and Finn Balor will not give up on Balor Club, it seems. Balor now into a leg lock here. Desperate times call for desperate measures as he looks for any kind of submission, really. Big kick in the face, though, by Omega, gets him out of it. And he's up to his feet first as well. But he can't capitalize. Hit with a forearm. Finn Balor now in position. Bloody hell. He got it. And he's going to go for the cover to try and win the title. Will it do it here? No. But Finn's got a chance. The window of opportunity is still open for Finn Balor. And with it, the Intercontinental Championship, baby. Balor up on top. Coup de grace. A comeback from the ages. Finn Balor is the Intercontinental Champion. How did he do that? How does any man do that? He knew he was hurt coming in. He knew that Omega would capitalize. And Omega, with almost a devastating flurry of maneuvers, powerbomb onto the apron, slingshot into the barricade, cross-leg fisherman brainbuster, one-winged angel, all on the neck. But it was the coup de grace that brings Finn Balor his first Intercontinental Championship. Congratulations, Finn. After your performance here tonight, you deserve it. Man, 3 matches down, 3 new champions crowned. It is not turning into a good night at all right now for the champions. But we'll see if some kind of semblance can be restored, if we can maybe go back to reality for the champions. Coming up next, the SmackDown Women's Championship is up for grabs. Bayley and Nikki Cross, one-on-one here. Bayley won a 6-woman battle royal to become the #1 contender of SmackDown a few weeks. I think it was the, I think it might have been the same night that Finn Balor became this #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. But regardless of that, Bayley won the battle royal. She got this matchup here at the Royal Rumble against Nikki Cross. However, last week, or rather this week I guess you could say, on this past episode of SmackDown Live, Bayley kind of had Nikki Cross's number. Bayley was supposed to go one-on-one against Sasha Banks. Nikki Cross came out, tried to attack Bayley, tried to get the upper hand on it, but it did not work out the way she expected it to. Bayley sent Nikki Cross running all the way to San Antonio, and she may well have actually ended up doing that, knowing Nikki Cross. But now here tonight, the SmackDown Women's Champion has come out to fight. And if there's one thing that Nikki Cross doesn't let affect her, it is momentum. There's one thing that Nikki Cross will just do whatever she's in. If she's won 5 in a row or lost 5 in a row, she will go out there with the same game plan. She will go out there to hurt you. She will go out there with this almost unreadable kind of offense, this completely ballistic, off-the-wall kind of mentality that she has towards it that defines her perfectly, to be fair. But now with Nikki Cross as Women's Champion, with the dominance that once was Winter now taken away, now taken out of the equation on SmackDown Live for the foreseeable future, the SmackDown Live Women's Division has new breath brought into it. However, Nikki Cross is taking all of that breath for herself, and she is dominating the division as a result of it, as it seems right now. We'll see if she can stay true to that claim here tonight by overcoming Bayley and retaining that SmackDown Live Women's Championship here. However, just because she's overcome Bayley, if that is the case, does not mean that she will be done with this division. There are still the likes of Sasha Banks, Nia Jax, Becky Lynch, of course, AJ Lee. Still a lot of talent here on SmackDown Live for Nikki Cross to have to contend with. And we'll see if she'll even have to contend with them for this title, because for all we know, Bayley, despite being the underdog as the challenger can usually be, and I think is in this occasion, due to the way Nikki Cross has gone about woman handling, I guess you could say, the women's division, I think she is set for a successful defense here tonight. For all we know, Bayley could provide another upset and make it 4 title changes out of 4. We've already seen 1 upset here tonight. Aiden English is the United States champion. Let's see if Bayley will add to it. Look at the difference there. Bayley extending the arms out to the Hugger Nation, and Nikki Cross just the title on his shoulder, ready to go. And we'll see which mentality works the best out of these 2 women right now, because we are about to get this one underway here. In between the mid-card titles and the world titles being defended, we have this one. By no means a piss break match between these 2 women. Two finely talented athletes ready to go to battle with one another. Expect fast-paced offense when Nikki Cross is in the ring. Great duck of the clothesline there by Bayley early on, and the Michinoku driver gives her an early upper hand over Nikki Cross. Clearly the game plan that Bayley had that she thought up on the spot, I imagine, being attacked by Nikki Cross, has still come out to play here tonight at the Royal Rumble. Countered there though by Nikki Cross as these 2 women look to go back and forth early on. SmackDown Live, certainly a much contrasted women's division compared to Raw, which is Rosemary and Paige wanted to tear each other apart. And in its own right, different to NXT as well, which is becoming more of almost a gang warfare type mentality. The likes of the iconic duo, Jazzy Gabert and Tessa Blanchard, aligning with one another. And Kairi Sane on top, but looking a little bit shaky. She may well have defended her title last night against Billie Kay, but still, there is one hell of a target on her back, and everyone is trying to fire an arrow at it. Nikki Cross, though, not going to think about that belt that she held twice, or the woman who took it away from her, thinking about defending the SmackDown Live Women's Championship here tonight. She has overcome the rocky start and is starting to hammer into Bayley now with her hard strikes. Big clothesline there, followed through with it as well for added damage. For added effect, really. Let's see what else she has in store for us here. Nice snap suplex there. Simple but effective as Nikki Cross now thinks about what to do next, because Cross doesn't head into a match with a game plan. That's key to remember. She thinks up everything on the spot. She just thinks, yeah, hitting them this time will be good. Yeah, I'll hit them again. Yeah, I get to hit them again. So long as she gets to hit her opponent that causes her pain, she is a happy woman. Just yanked Bayley by her hair there to throw her across the ring. Northern Lights suplex now into the cover after it. Will not retain the title for her just yet. That's what makes Cross so unorthodox. She'll go from a wrestling move like a Northern Lights suplex and then just wail away at the head. Punch into it repeatedly. Bayley, counter. Slam of some sorts, countered by Cross. Back suplex, nice. Transition there by the women's champion. And this is where, once again, the unconventional methods of Cross come out to play. Eye rake there, and it leads in now. Cross has her up, Samoan driver. Down we go with it. Hooks the leg. Will it retain the title for her? Not just yet. Bayley kicks out. Well, Bayley might be susceptible now to the finishing maneuver of Nikki Cross whenever she sees fit. Cross countered though. Tilt-a-whirl. DDT there by Bayley. She needs something right now. The crowd here giving her something to cheer for. The crowd here giving her something to will on for as they cheer here. But can she overcome the dominance that is Nikki Cross right now? She is certainly trying, that's for certain. Turns her around here in the turnbuckle, and she's going to look for it. Will she get it? Yes, she will. Exploder suplex into the turnbuckle. Bayley into the cover. Will it be enough for that title? Not quite yet. Crowd still cheering Bayley on here. The support for Bayley wherever she goes shows the people are always on her side. Cross got herself out of that German suplex, much the same as how Bayley did on SmackDown Live. Only Bayley was able to continue on with the momentum. Michinoku driver. Bayley up to the top rope here. Bayley gonna look for the elbow drop a la Macho Man. And she gets it. But will it be enough? Will it close out the reign of Nikki Cross? It will not. Kick out at 2 by Cross. But Bayley is still feeling it. The arms are out here. The Huggers. Can they will Bayley onto the title right now? Double axe handle. And another one. Cross is stumbling. Cross is confused. Shoulder tackle into the corner. Bayley winding up for it to Cross. And she gets it. Cross is dazed, but not out of it. Slips her way out of that one. Oh, and runs her down with a shoulder tackle. Nikki Cross just took all of that onslaught from Bayley and shrugged it off. Samoa driver once more. And as the crowd lets out its response here in San Antonio, Nikki Cross may well have just finished off Bayley's hopes of being champion. Suplex, neck breaker. 1, 2, she did it. Nikki Cross retains her title and balance has been restored to the champions. The first title defense of the night here at the Royal Rumble. Nikki Cross could be the turning point for the champions, but there is no turning point in the SmackDown Live Women's Division as of yet. Nikki Cross seems set in making this place her own, in dominating it just like Winter did before her, like Paige has done on Raw, and like Rosemary in turn is doing on Raw. And you see Cross there. Whoever's next, come on. I dare you. Commiserations to Bayley. She tried, but I don't know if anyone can take that title away from Nikki Cross right now. But speaking of titles, speaking of it, looking to take it away from someone, this upcoming match is literally theft, basically. Legal theft, I guess you could say, as the World Heavyweight Championship is up for grabs. Adam Cole and Jinder Mahal. Cole ended the Bullet Club at Armageddon, and with it had the World Heavyweight Championship, all for a cup of coffee, before Mr. Money in the Bank, Jinder Mahal, cashed in and took the title away from him. Now tonight at the Royal Rumble, can Adam Cole, baby, reclaim what he believes is his and leave San Antonio as a two-time world champion, or will the modern-day Maharaja walk out world champion? If you've been following this over these last few weeks on Monday Night Raw, you would know I don't care for this match. These are two men that I have no respect for. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't respect them if you don't want to. Hell, the people here in San Antonio respect Adam Cole. Everywhere we go every week for Raw, they respect Adam Cole. But I don't. Because this is the man responsible for bringing the Bullet Club to its death. And I cannot respect that. If, you know, once again, if you've been following this universe for some time, you would know of my undying love for the Bullet Club. However, this man brought them to the end, and for that I cannot respect him. He was the leader of the Bullet Club, and he turned his back on his family. Sure, he is now well respected by the crowd everywhere we go when people chant along, Adam Cole, baby, and try and will him on to the victory. But at the same time, I cannot respect him. But in the same breath, as much as I don't respect Adam Cole for what he's done, I still respect him a hell of a lot more than I do this guy. Jinder Mahal. Talk about a man who has a knack for taking things he doesn't deserve. Jinder Mahal returned at Money in the Bank, and with it took the Money in the Bank briefcase. Held Raw hostage for months on end, demanding a lucrative contract to keep him in the briefcase. And when he cashed it in at Armageddon and took the title away from a bloodied, beaten, bruised, and almost lifeless Adam Cole, he acted as if he was the one who killed the Bullet Club. He was the one who did it all. And on top of that, Jinder Mahal is now signed to the biggest deal in Raw and one of the biggest deals in this universe. And for what? A world champion who cannot win a match. Jinder Mahal in his first match winning that belt in a triple threat no less was pinned by Adam Cole. He picked up a win this past Monday on Raw. Alright. But he had to use the turnbuckle, the exposed turnbuckle rung to his advantage, and whatever other dirty moves he could come up from underneath him as much as possible to Bayley pick up a win over Randy Orton, a guy who's been out of relevance on Monday Night Raw since he went to Monday Night Raw back in April. Meanwhile, Adam Cole, at least, has been pulling great matches out week by week. He had a great match with Sting the other week, though it just went on and on. I think he had to hit like 5 Panama Sunrises to put away Sting. Fuck. But at least he is putting on these matches. At least he is showing that he has the caliber of a world champion. Jinder Mahal has not. And this is the test for Jinder Mahal. Can he really overcome Adam Cole? Can he really walk out still the World Heavyweight Champion? Or will Adam Cole bring the modern-day Maharaja back down and prove him to be the fraud he is and the joke that he is? I don't like either man, and I don't really care who wins. But I'd rather it be Adam Cole over Jinder Mahal. They're active from the start. Jinder, though, thinking kind of tactically. Ran around the ring and tried to get the upper hand on Cole. Didn't work out the way he wanted it to. It amazes me when looking at Jinder, thinking how this man can almost suck within the ring, given the fact that he's in tremendous physique. One of the best physiques on Raw, bar none. But yet his wrestling ability just does not correlate along with it. Adam Cole is going to test him here. Let's see how he performs. Jinder got the arm of Cole here. Cole, look at the speed of this man. Able to roll through, and an arm drag to send him away. I'm not going to be saying respectable things about Adam Cole, because like I said, I don't have much respectable things to say about Adam Cole. But I have said this in the past on many occasions. When it comes to being in that ring, Adam Cole is tremendous. He's a great wrestler. And he knows it. But as a person, he's a piece of shit. Clothesline there. Jinder Mahal up and over the top rope. Good thing he's not on the Royal Rumble. Otherwise, he would have just been eliminated. This one back on the outside here. Let's see what either man will use to their advantage into the barricade. Super kick on the outside by Cole right now. We haven't really seen a lot of big-time moves. Both guys kind of been relying on the basics more so than anything. Into the steps. There goes Jinder now. I mean, I say relying on the basics. That's basically all of Jinder's offense. But Adam Cole has a bit more going for him. Count up to 7 now. Jinder sends him into the steps. Up to 8 here. And instead, both men decide to ditch the count. They just launched their way back into the ring at 8 here. And this one will continue on once more. It was like a break in the action as both men wanted to go back in the ring. They just wanted to get right back to the match itself. And Adam Cole now back in the ring. Once more has the control over Jinder Mahal. Clubbing blow there into the back and a DDT. Considering Cole was so thirst quenched for revenge, considering Cole was desiring to get his hands on Jinder Mahal once more, he hasn't really shown that in that match right now. He's been very reserved. He's been basic. I guess Adam Cole might be thinking, you know, even though I want my revenge, I don't have to try too hard against Jinder Mahal. That may be the case, but Mahal proving his strength there with a big-time move. Knee in the face now as the Maharaja looks to take control. You see almost the irony in Jinder Mahal's attire as well. The red of Raw after having held them hostage for months on end. Stun gun there. Once again, any underhanded tactic Jinder can take, he will capitalize on. Jinder now brings him up to his feet here. Went for the chop across the chest. Adam Cole not interested. Oh, brings him down there. I guess you can call it a face buster. Shinlock applied now by Adam Cole, and even Jinder's struggling to find his way out of a basic hold like this one. He does eventually find it. Just a question of can he capitalize from it or not. The answer is no. Back body drop by Cole, but Jinder moved out of the way. These two men back and forth, but still very average. Not much to talk about in this matchup thus far. These two men headed in with hatred for one another, and they really haven't shown it by any means yet. Emerald Flosion there by Cole, the nicest move of the match thus far, to be fair, but it doesn't even register a 1 count against Jinder. Oh, a springboard crossbody, and what a rotation that was by Cole. Did all that run up for a kick to the back, failed, and oh, Jinder slows the pace back down to a grinding halt. It's at times like this where the Raw General Manager would really need to explain this match out of his arse. This is feeling more like a piss break than anything else. Suplex by Cole. It's almost stark contrast to the triple threat we had earlier. A very entertaining triple threat at that as well. This one's kind of been so-so. If this is a feeling out process, it is the longest feeling out process I've ever seen in my entire life. They are literally feeling every nook and cranny of each other's bodies before they start going to war with one another. Which I think is what we all expected in this one. Adam Cole, though, still in control. Went for the super kick. Jinder countered. And nothing results of it. Very good. Very good indeed. Cole now. Once more with that knee into the chest of Jinder. Jinder moves out of the way of that one. Now Adam Cole down on the mat. Only temporarily. And see, once again, Adam Cole's expertise within the ring is allowing him to maintain control repeatedly. Jinder's just being shut out time and time again. But Cole isn't hitting anything big to capitalize, though that may all change here. Superplex incoming, maybe. Mahal trying to fight out of it. And he does so successfully as well, bringing Cole down. Jinder dropping off and going to the outside, perhaps looking to create separation between himself and the oh, of course he isn't. Oh, come on. Jinder Mahal with chair in hand, looking to try and slip his way out of this title match, and he just did. Cheer shots to Cole now. The referee calls this one off. It's a DQ win for Cole. Mahal sliming his way out of this one, and as if he wasn't done there, the Colossus to Adam Cole. And he lives to be world champion another day. What a crock of shit that one was. Jinder Mahal certainly not done with business with Adam Cole yet. Running, essentially, from that matchup. But this one, there's nowhere to run from. Nowhere you can go to try and get yourself away. It is fatal four-way. It is elimination. It is for the ECW Championship. It is the polar opposite of what that match was that we just witnessed was. This one is going to be one that you do not want to miss. AJ Styles, Drew McIntyre, Samoa Joe, Seth Rollins. 4 people, as I said, of WrestleMania main event caliber. 4 men caliber being world champion. But only one will do it tonight. Only one heads out of San Antonio as champ. And only one can get ready to stamp their ticket to WrestleMania. This is one hell of a matchup. This is one hell of a build-up that kind of went south almost as quickly as it was developing. Back at Guilty as charged. Drew McIntyre became the #1 contender for the ECW Championship after a hellacious battle with Sami Callihan, in which both men gave it their all. But Callihan was not enough. McIntyre became #1 contender and was destined for a one-on-one match at the Royal Rumble against Seth Rollins. However, that all changed following the ECW After Guilty as Charged, in which Samoa Joe beat Drew McIntyre, which led to Seth Rollins saying the week after, "If you can beat me, you're in the match." Samoa Joe went on to beat Seth Rollins, thus making it a triple threat. However, AJ Styles decided he wanted in. AJ Styles had a match with Samoa Joe set up for the week after, in which he was able to goad Seth Rollins into saying, "You beat me. If I beat Joe, I go to the Royal Rumble." And it happened. Styles beat Joe to go to the Rumble. But at the helm of this all, one man was being overlooked as Styles, Joe and Rollins were having these altercations almost week in and week out. Drew McIntyre could not take being overlooked at all. Drew McIntyre was infuriated. It was if he was cast aside by everyone else for these other three men. McIntyre made sure that everyone knew where he stood. Following Styles' victory over Rollins a few weeks ago on ECW, he decked him out, laid him out after the match with the Claymore kick, and made sure that everyone remembered the name Drew McIntyre. The following week in a triple threat match, McIntyre would beat Styles and Joe. And this past episode of ECW, after proving his point, after showing to everyone that you don't forget Drew McIntyre, him being the polar opposite of what he was trying to build himself up to be, McIntyre took the coward's way out, walked out of ECW before his matchup against Aleister Black, walked out to try and gain an advantage for this Sunday. If Drew McIntyre wants to do that, well, so be it. He said if you want to talk about negotiations with himself, if you want to talk about Drew McIntyre and an ECW, we can do it after the Royal Rumble, after he's the ECW champion. No offense, Drew, you're a great man, you're a great talent, but you're not Seth Rollins. That is a fact. AJ Styles is a great talent, but he's not Seth Rollins. This man is one of the hardest hitting strikers I've ever met in my life. This man is one of the most lethal athletes within that ring. This is a man that will take no prisoners. Whatever state you are in, Joe will make it worse. But in the same breath, Samoa Joe is not Seth Rollins. By no means. Or any of these three men in this matchup Seth Rollins. Sure, Joe and Styles have non-title victories over Seth Rollins, but this is a different matchup to what they took them on in. There are three other bodies to worry about. This is a fatal four-way where, as opposed to one fall gets the win, you pick them off one by one. You get pinned or submitted, you are eliminated. And this goes down until we get to the final two, and then whoever picks up that final pinfall is the ECW champion. Be interesting to see if we see any alliances or anything like that. I said these three men, though, they are not Seth Rollins, because there is only one. There can only be one, and this is him. Introducing the greatest wrestler alive and the greatest wrestler of all time, Seth freaking Rollins, the only three-time ECW champion in the history of this universe. Held a title since SummerSlam when he sent DDP packing in 3 Stages of Hell. One of, if not the best match we've ever had within this universe. And since then, he saw off-comers from all fronts. Baron Corbin, you're done. Bobby Roode, out you go. And tonight, he will see off AJ Styles, Samoa Joe, and Drew McIntyre and go on his way to WrestleMania. This is the man responsible for why ECW is the A show week in and week out. There is no one better. There never will be anyone better. Bobby Fish can't even hold a candle to the magnitude that is Seth Rollins. This crowd may disagree with me, but I do not give a damn, because I know, and Seth Rollins knows, there is no one better than the ECW champion. Fatal four-way rules apply, so just to reiterate, elimination, you have to pin Seth Rollins. Samoa Joe's done it, cool. AJ Styles has done it, cool. Can they do it tonight? No. One simple reason. You pin him on ECW? Okay, you forget about it. Time goes on. This is the Royal Rumble. This is one of the big four. This is where we get on the road to WrestleMania. Do you think Seth Rollins is really going to let you win? Do you think Seth Rollins is really going to put in a performance like he did on those weeks on ECW? This is where the greatest wrestler of all time emerges. Feast your eyes on Seth Rollins being the greatest that we know him to be. So we got McIntyre and Rollins in the ring, the match we were supposed to have at the Rumble. And we got Joe and Styles, the outsiders, I guess you could say. Kind of apt considering they're starting the match on the outside right now. Try and call both sides of the action, but it might be a little bit difficult. Step of Enziguri there by Rollins on the inside. Meanwhile, outside of the ring, into the barricade there goes AJ Styles, courtesy of Samoa Joe. Rollins unloading with a display there of strikes. Small package suplex as he looks to try and dump McIntyre out early. Imagine all that. Drew McIntyre saying, we'll talk after I win the ECW Championship. Holding negotiations over any kind of extended contract until after the Rumble. Walking out on ECW. All to be eliminated first. Imagine how embarrassing that one would be. Could happen here tonight. I'm not saying it will. I'm not saying we got a hit piece out against him. I'm just saying it could happen. Great strength by McIntyre right now, though. Gut-wrench suplex there. I guess you could kind of say it was a powerbomb, maybe. Deadlift. Gut-wrench powerbomb. Joe and Styles, meanwhile, still going at it. Nice slam there. Powerbomb countered by Rollins into a sunset flip. Cover here. Will it put away McIntyre? It won't. McIntyre flips over into a cover of his own. And a 2 count there. Rollins flips back over. Will he get rid of McIntyre? He won't. McIntyre flips back over and Rollins kicks out early. Great back and forth there by both men. But now Joe wants revenge for being beat on ECW by that man there, Drew McIntyre. And they're going to go at it here. I mean, Styles and Rollins one-on-one as well. God damn, we're being blessed right now. The brawling matchup and the great matchup on the outside. Now sunset flip. Two of the best wrestlers in the world today going at it on the outside. Two of the hardest hitting strikers going at it on the inside. Samoa Joe with a submission here on Drew McIntyre. I don't think it'll make much difference. McIntyre ain't one to give in. Certainly not that easily. Oh, that's going to hurt for Rollins. Single underhook brainbuster on the outside. The champ looking to have bits and pieces of him taken away early on. Over that way you go, Seth Rollins. Meanwhile, back in the ring here, McIntyre now bringing him up on the top rope. This one's going to be a big time impact. It ain't going to be a muscle buster, but it is going to be... Oh my goodness. Well, before he even decides what he wants to, look at the strength there. Wow. Stalling superplex by Drew McIntyre. You can't deny the strength of that man there. This is why ECW is the A show. And we flip over now. McIntyre, Styles, Rollins and Joe. Oh my god. Maybe McIntyre was right about this the entire time and went for the moonsault there. Joe just walked off. He was like, nah, he's not dealing with that one. Should know by now that's how Joe likes to operate. Back suplex there on the outside, and again Rollins brought down on his head. Shoulder tackle by McIntyre on the other side of the ring. Now the referee's got nothing to do. No countouts, no DQs, but falls don't count anywhere either. And immediately all four parties go from the outside to converging in the ring here. Rollins. Drop kick. Meanwhile, McIntyre hit his signature headbutt. Can he eliminate Rollins this early on? Wow, 1 count says otherwise. Forearm there to Samoa Joe. And now going to catapult him into the bottom rope. As if the ref can tell him off. There's no DQs in this one. And again, the hard strikes of McIntyre coming into play. Styles tries to block it, but it is almost all in vain. Elbows now into the heart by Seth Rollins. Countered there by Styles, but he's got Joe to deal with now, who picks him out of thin air. But oh, big reversal there by Styles with a reverse DDT. Rollins on the outside trying to recover. McIntyre still not done. He wants his hands on Styles still. In the tree of woe now he goes and digging the boot into the face of AJ Styles. Don't forget the ECW champions on the outside. The 3 challengers getting a little bit converged upon one another. They seem to forget the greatest of all time is in the ring with them. To the outside goes McIntyre. If that was the Royal Rumble, he'd be eliminated. Snapdragon suplex there. Look at that. No one does it better. Doesn't put away Samoa Joe, but still, no one does it better. Joe gets out of it there. Up on his feet now, dragon screw. See what's going on outside of the ring. Never mind, we're going back inside of the ring. McIntyre brings them both back in, and McIntyre might look for the victory here. Joe, went for whatever he had in mind. The ref goes down as a result of Joe. Future shock DDT by McIntyre. Ref down though. Ref finally over the count though, albeit a little bit late, and Styles. Oh! Rollins broke that one up. Well, that is perhaps sabotaging Drew McIntyre. You wanted a walk out of ECW. Well, now you pay for it, and you feel the wrath of the Diamond Cutter. Seth Rollins version. Ergo, much better. Cover by Rollins. McIntyre kicks out at 2, though. That's what that was. That was sabotage there by Rollins. Payback for walking out on ECW. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe has a fetish right now for running down this referee. He's not the ECW referee, so I don't really give a damn. Joe, though, is going to roll through with a trifecta of suplexes before Styles decides, you know what, I want in. Don't know why he chose to broke that one up, but that was a bit of a dumb decision. Fireman's carry, neck breaker to McIntyre. Follow-up kick. They're ganging up on him now. I didn't even tell him to do this. But I ain't complaining. Styles, powerbomb, flips over, into the cover, looking to try and get rid of Joe. He kicks out. Rollins flies in there. Styles now. Oh, what a knee by the Phenomenal One. And Joe counters out of it. Rollins should be going after McIntyre. I think he's weak on the outside right now. He's wounded. He's had a lot hit on him, and getting him out first would be great. Cover though, but Rollins is in the ropes. Bottom foot, right foot under the ropes there. Still, this matchup reigns on though. We are some ways into it right now, and no one being eliminated yet. Might well be changing though. Cover on Styles. He gets out of it at 2. Very good indeed. Oh, big slam. Styles counters there, but only temporarily as McIntyre brings out a counter. Styles brings out a counter of his own. Trading back and forth in the ring. Meanwhile, outside, Rollins having control. Fireman's carry, elbow drop, didn't put away McIntyre. Now Rollins, though, back with control on the outside here. Styles, fireman's carry, neck breaker, got all of it. Joe into the ring post, but how much longer can McIntyre stay in the match in the ring? Will Styles look to put him away here? Not yet. We're all converging back in the ring once more. Seth Rollins now. Looked like he had something in mind. Counter by Joe. Counter by Rollins. Styles now. Styles now. Styles clash to McIntyre, and that will whittle us down to 3. No, it won't. McIntyre kicks out at 2. Well, he's really trying to prove us all wrong. He's really trying to show that walking out was worth it. Trying to not be overlooked. Rollins, though, looking to get rid of... Oh, curb stomp to the ref! Why? He's just that good. He's just that, he can officiate his own matches. He's just that good. Jesus Christ, they've really got a bias against the referee. Although putting him out may well allow Drew McIntyre to not get an elimination on AJ Styles as of yet. I have no idea what he was thinking, and the sooner we forget that, the better. Guillotine there by Styles. Puts him in perfect position for the phenomenal forearm, but I gotta give credit. That was smart by McIntyre. Rolled out of the ring. Counter there. Knee by Styles. Spinning back fist now. And Joe will make him pay. No, he won't. Both men want a part of the champion here, and Rollins will think tactically. Oh, maybe not. He wanted to get out of the ring. They get out of dodge, but Styles and Joe want their hands on the champ. Come on, there's 3 of you in the ring. Beat each other up. Converging on Rollins. Rollins will head into the pack and try and fight it. Now left alone, though. But he counters. Whoa, that was close there. That was scary. for Seth Rollins, but he's still in it. Oh, and he might be looking to put away Samoa Joe. Curb stomp to Joe. Into the cover. Busted him open as well. There's two. Joe kicks out. So we've seen a Styles Clash, a Future Shock, and a curb stomp, and still everyone's in it. Snapdragon suplex. Styles kicked out at 2. Joe kicks out at 2 as well. Big time Shining Wizard there. McIntyre in the corner now, looking to set up for it. Claymore kick is stuffed. Styles moves out of the way. Powerbomb. Not going to get any of it. Rollins really needs to get to work here on getting Joe out of here. Joe ain't moving. Well, Joe is actually playing possum, it seems. Oh, here we go. The trifecta on its way. There's one suplex. Meanwhile, back suplex on the apron as the dragon suplex hits in the ring. Straight jacket to complete it. And he does so. There's the bridge. Come on, Rollins. I know you'll kick out. See, I knew he'd kick out. Nothing to worry about. Uh-oh, he sent it to the turnbuckle. No, don't let it happen. Okay, he counters. Still on his feet is Rollins right now. And he's going to look for it again. Another person to have the recipient of the Diamond Cutter. Cover here to put him away. 2. Oh, he was close. Oh, McIntyre getting a face first to the ring pole there. Courtesy of AJ Styles. In the ring, meanwhile, Architects Annihilation to whittle us down to 3. We have 3. Joe is gone, and McIntyre doesn't look like he'll be lasting much longer either. Fireman's carry neck breaker now. Seth Rollins has the chance to catch his breath, and indeed he is. I also need to catch my voice, apparently. Cross arm breaker in the ring right now by AJ Styles, but McIntyre will not give in. As I said, McIntyre not the kind to give up. And he's certainly proving it right here. Can't believe that Joe got dumped first of all people. The hard head of Joe could not withstand the onslaught of Seth Rollins, it seems. Back in the ring, though, we got to focus on. This match is still ongoing. Counter. Rollins looked for something there against McIntyre, but for whatever reason, he thought appropriate to break it up. Rollins makes the save there. Forearm in the back of McIntyre now, and a neck breaker to bring him down. Drew, though, will roll out of the ring. No, Rollins, stay on him. That's it. That's it. Don't want to let it be in the final, too. You don't want him to be remembered. People remember the first guy out and the last guy out. They don't remember the one in the middle. Rollins now up on top. He's going to fly here. Styles, though, throws Rollins off. Styles wants them all for himself. Fireman's carry, neck breaker again. If you want him all to yourself, at least finish it. Styles Clash, phenomenal forearm. Come on. You've hit 2 of those now in a row. McIntyre in trouble. No, he's not. Still fighting in this one. Oh, come on, Styles. Don't let him be in the final, too. He walked out on ECW. You respect ECW, Styles. I know you do. We all do. Why would you let a man who walked out on the roster be in the final, too? Up and over the top rope here. Oh, God. It's looking dangerous for Styles. Gonna get suplexed right back in the ring. Rollins watching on the outside. Recovering. Dragon Sleeper here. Styles, don't tap, don't tap. I know Styles is busted open, but he won't give in. Big McIntyre busted him open as well on the outside. Oh, German suplex. Rollins wanted to intervene, but Styles got the counter to it himself. Back suplex. No, a face buster. Into the cover. Whittle us down to 2. Go on. Oh, McIntyre still kicking out. No, don't do any of that stupid bullshit. Put him away. Put him up. Finish it. Come on. It's what we all want to see. Styles and Rollins in the final 2. Styles now. Going to the outside. Please let it be what I want it to be. It is. We're going to get it. Drew McIntyre's on his way home, and no one will remember him. Phenomenal forearm to McIntyre. What are you doing? You just busted him open. He's literally dead. Yeah, you deserve that. You deserve that. Seth Rollins now brings up McIntyre, but McIntyre still with some life left in him. Brings him into the ring. The other two are down. Only temporarily, though. Styles now. Back up to his feet. McIntyre countering Rollins. No, don't go for What are you doing? McIntyre, not Rollins. No one wants the champ to be eliminated second. Does the right thing, though. Does Styles... does Rollins, and rolls out of the ring. Calf crusher. Calf crusher. Are we down to 2? Are we down to 2? Is McIntyre out of here? Yes, he is. McIntyre taps. And then there were 2. Bye-bye, Drew. No one's going to remember you. But we will remember this final lineup. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles for the ECW Championship now. It has come down to these 2 incredible athletes, and Drew McIntyre is still finding a way to get in the way of it all. On the outside here now, these 2 men fight, but there can only be one winner, and it has to be inside of the ring. Styles has lost a lot of blood in this one. Seth Rollins has played a smart game to keep himself in it for so long, and to still be in great condition. There's a lot of moves that Rollins hasn't even relied upon yet, the likes of the Phoenix Splash, the top rope superplex into Falcon Arrow, the buckle bomb. Rollins still has a lot of cards close to his chest that he can play, and he's still looking in incredible condition as well. Same cannot be said for AJ Styles, who's lost so much blood that is dripping down to his chest now. But Styles will not give in, and I gotta commend that about the Phenomenal One. He really won't give in here. He has him right where he wants him for ECW Championship number 2. Rollins says hell no, gets out of the Styles Clash. And thank God that he did there. Come on, Rollins. You have got this in the bag. You can finish this one off. I don't know what you're looking for. He's in the turnbuckle. It seems as if he had something in mind, but he just couldn't think about what to do. Maybe he was planning the route he'll take to retain the title right now, and it's looking like it. Here we go. Buckle bomb to Styles. And with all the blood that he has got dripping down his head, whatever he hits next is academic. Curb stomp. He got it. But he ain't done there. He wants to put everyone on notice. This is the greatest of all time. For a reason. Architects. Annihilation. 2, 3. I told you so. Seth Rollins still your ECW champion. You can put 4 men, you can put 6, you can put 8, you could put the entire Royal Rumble up against him, and Seth Rollins will still walk out of here ECW champion. Have I made my point clear now? There is no one better than Seth Rollins. He is the greatest of all time. Everyone, get it in your heads. Seth Rollins is a once-in-a-lifetime superstar, and we are all bearing witness to the glory that is the Architect. He retains the ECW Championship once again, and he cements his legacy as the GOAT. Joe, you tried. McIntyre, you tried. Styles, I'll give you credit, man. You gave it your best shot. You gave it your all. But none of you were enough, because none of you are Seth freaking Rollins. Well, now coming up next, we have the WWE Championship up for grabs. We have got a bit... Okay. Okay. Alright, thank you. Sorry, we're going... this just came up for me. All of a sudden, we're going backstage. Oh, no, no. No, this can't... This is live. This is live as it happens. The WWE Champion's being blindsided by the Beast, Brock Lesnar. A man who has had everything to do with CM Punk before he won that WWE Championship. A man almost, in some ways, infatuated and wanted to beat CM Punk. Couldn't do it at Backlash for the title. Couldn't do it at Battleground and Best versus the Beast. But now here tonight, he will sabotage him. He will screw Punk out of it. And for of all people to help win the title, he's going to try and help win one of his arch rivals in Bobby Fish. This can't be happening. Please, Punk. Please get out of this, man. The 5-time world champion is fighting. This shouldn't be happening. There's no reason for this to happen. We haven't seen Lesnar since Backlash. No, please, no, no, no. No, Brock, no. Don't do this, don't do this. Come on, put him down. Put him down, no. Brock, powerbomb through a table. Punk is down. Punk ain't moving. Lesnar is literally dragging him down the entrance ramp right now. Oh, did this really have to happen? Did we really have to let this happen in the midst of what could have been the best technical matchup of the night? Brock Lesnar has just decided, screw it. It's all about him. Oh, God, not again, not again. Oh, God. CM Punk made history a month ago by becoming a 5-time champion. And now he's trying to fight the Beast. This isn't even his match. This isn't even who he's got to contend with. Lesnar's just gone into business for himself. Lesnar's taking it to Punk. Snake Eyes and oh, no. No, please, don't let it be. Lesnar, F5 to Punk. And the mood in San Antonio, the reaction tells it all. Silence. We are about to witness CM Punk say goodbye to his WWE Championship because of Brock Lesnar. And another F5 will cement his claim. This match can't happen. We can't let this match happen. Just someone call it off. The SmackDown committee, please call this match off. Someone needs to help CM Punk right now. Someone needs to get him assistance. Brock Lesnar just walking off into the heart of San Antonio right now. He's done for the night, but CM Punk isn't. CM Punk has a title match. Well, he shouldn't even have the title match. We need to call this off right now. Someone needs to get down here and stop this. A medic, anyone. SmackDown committee, please, I'm imploring you. Someone, come down here. Oh, no. No, this match ain't gonna be stopped. They're not gonna call it off. This is Brock Lesnar sabotaging him because Fish just ran into the ring. Punk can still stand. Punk won't go out without a fight. Fish just has a lifeless body to take care of, though. Fish hook. Oh, come on. Not in this way. I know you're a scumbag, Fish, but even you won't do this. 1, 2, 3. Who am I kidding? He'll do anything to get his goal back. The worst of rivals. Two men who have tried to end each other's careers have just taken the WWE title away from CM Punk. No, I'm not calling collusion. No, I'm not saying they're in cahoots. But what I am saying is this is disgusting. This is vile. This is how you're going to celebrate it, Bobby Fish. Congratulations. You're a 3-time WWE champion, and you don't even deserve the belt this time round. You are trash. I don't know what to say. There is nothing to say. This just happened on the Royal Rumble of all shows. I am disgusted that we just witnessed this, but we still have Bobby Fish as the WWE Champion. There are some things that you don't have the words for, and there are some things that you need to talk about at a later date, and I guess this is going to be one of those things that we'll talk about at a later date, because there are more pressing matters to attend to right now. We have waited all night for it, and it is here. We are at the helm of it all, the main event, the Royal Rumble itself. 30 men fight for one opportunity to main event WrestleMania and to put their name in their history books as a Royal Rumble winner. Can they do it? Can the magic number that they get lead them to victory? We know of roughly 18 in the match. There are still those on SmackDown Live who we do not know about, and for all we know, a few surprises or two could be kicked in there. This is the Rumble after all. Anything can happen. You know the rules. You go over the top rope, both feet touch the floor, you are eliminated. Every 90 seconds, someone comes out. The final man standing in the ring is the winner and is going to the main event of WrestleMania. Only one man has won from number one in the past, and that was Wade Barrett. Sheamus is going to look to try and add to that list here tonight. No one has won from the same number either in the Royal Rumble. We've had number 1 from Wade Barrett, number 30 from Austin Aries, number 28 from Samoa Joe, and number 18 from Tyler Breeze. So if your number ends or starts in 8th, if it's just 8, you're in pretty good hands. So it seems. Sheamus heads towards the ring here tonight. The man who's been trying to make sure that he doesn't get overlooked heading into the Rumble. Had a great Battle Royal performance in the 6-man Battle Royal, as that ended up being in the build-up to in the build-up to this event. He eliminated quite a few people and was in the final 2 with Tetsuya Naito. However, it was Naito who got the win. With that being said, Sheamus still did a good job and may be able to make something work here from number 1. After all, the Celtic Warrior can take one out of a beating, but give just as much as one back as well. That being said, there are a lot of numbers. There are a lot of names as well attached to those numbers. We know Raws, we know ECWs, but that's about it. Raws is stacked, ECWs is stacked. We have both gone in with the same intention, to win. And we are going to try and win here tonight. But this is a big starting 2, that is for certain. 2 former world champions within this universe will kick it off. Number 2 in San Antonio is Daniel Bryan. Can he overcome the odds? Can he overcome can he overcome being the underdog like he's had to throughout his entire career? Can Daniel Bryan have one more WrestleMania main event in him? I say one more, he may well have tons more lined up, but will there be another one on his way for the leader of the Yes Movement? Daniel Bryan enters number 2 with Sheamus at number 1. No one's won from number 2. I can't even think of anything prolific a number 2 has done, in all fairness. Daniel Bryan may look to try and change that here tonight. The San Antonio crowd certainly out here. The Yes Movement proclaiming on. Look at all those hands up in the air to chant along with him. Can they chant Daniel Bryan all the way to WrestleMania? We're going to find out here tonight. It is a long, long road, but this is the first part to get out of. And it is a long, long road to get to a long, long road if you start in these early numbers like these 2 men are. We're underway in this one. The Royal Rumble is underway, and I have been told that it's not 90 seconds. My apologies, it is every 60 seconds someone will make their way out into this Rumble. Also, yes, my voice is now at its worst stage as we all prepare for the biggest match, one of the biggest matches of the year. So here we go. We are underway. ECW and Raw squaring off in this one. Be interesting to see what these 2 men will do. How will they go about it? You know, stamina-wise, are they going to just try and go all out? Are they going to try and conserve themselves? Of course, Wade Barrett had to conserve himself back in 2016 to win the Royal Rumble from number 1. He certainly did a great job of that. He holds all the records, essentially, in the Rumble. Most eliminations, longest time, you know, I guess the smallest winning number. He's going to take a lot to try and beat that. with the amount of talent in this ring. The longest Rumble match may be on its way, and number 3 is certainly on his way right about now. And the world champions get added to now, as here comes former WWE champion Dean Ambrose towards the ring. Ambrose did not have a good battle royal, if I remember correctly. I think he might have been one of the first out, in all fairness. He is going right after fellow ECW member in Sheamus, who gets himself under the top rope, under the bottom rope even. Great counter there by Bryan. I don't know if this is Dean Ambrose's first Rumble or not. To be fair, I don't really know a lot of statistics when it comes to this thing, aside from winners and, you know, other number stuff. Sheamus right now has Daniel Bryan in his clutches, looking to try and derail the yes movement already, looking to try and get an elimination for him. Bryan's teetering at an awkward angle. Sheamus almost got rid of him there. Now trying to put the boot to him. Number 4 is going to be on his way out soon. Ambrose coming a bit close, but he ain't going to try and eliminate him yet. Number 4, though. Who's going to come out? SmackDown Live getting into the midst of things with John Cena. And listen to that. He's been in for about 5 seconds and already, let's go Cena. Cena sucks here in San Antonio. Cena has got an uphill climb here in what is very well, I believe, his first Royal Rumble. All 3 brands in the ring right now. Cena, though, having a bit of difficulty with Dean Ambrose. Bryan and Sheamus still engaging with one another. And, oh my god, there goes Cena! Dean Ambrose with the first elimination in this year's Royal Rumble, dumping Cena almost as quickly as he got in the ring. Cena been struggling on SmackDown Live for a long time now, and Dean Ambrose just added to those troubles. John Cena is gone already. Wow. Well, there goes one of SmackDown Live's hopes of winning it. Well, alright, that just kind of blew everything out of the water. Number 5 on their way. Meanwhile, the Triple Irish Curse by Sheamus in the ring. And number 5, a big prodigy from ECW. A former member of the Four Horsemen. A man who has had a lot of wars in the past with a lot of ECW superstars. Sheamus being one of them. Baron Corbin makes his way out of number 5. Ring filling up with ECW superstars. That doesn't actually give me that much hope. 3 of our superstars have been in already, and that is just under a third of our field. Corbin going after Bryan here, but Ambrose going after Corbin now. Bryan has been laying on those ropes for a long time. Anyone could have eliminated him then, but no one did. Big mistake made, if you ask me. Knees into the gut now by Sheamus to Corbin. Great counter there by Daniel Bryan right now, and Corbin's having a little bit of difficulty here. I think this is Corbin's second Rumble. Stereo powerbomb as well, almost. Nope, well, Ambrose is counted. Number 6 is going to make his way out now. And once again, another ECW superstar makes his way out. The numbers not being kind to us right now. 2 in a row for ECW. Tommaso Ciampa makes his way in and eats an elbow drop there. Oh god, Corbin! Corbin's out of here! Wow. 2 early eliminations. Cena and Corbin. 2 big men as well in their own right, gone. That is going to damage. That is going to hurt Corbin in the long run. He is out of here. And with it, to be fair, actually, I thought was one of ECW's prime picks to win it. It's okay, we've still got Braun Strowman. We're okay. This is the one night of the year I will cheer on Braun Strowman to victory. Number 7, I've already lost count. Should be entering the fray fairly soon. Sheamus still in it. Daniel Bryan's number 1 and 2 still in it. Ciampa right now trying to get rid of Bryan. Ambrose trying to get rid of Sheamus. Almost did so there. Ciampa eliminates Bryan and all. That is a huge elimination for Ciampa. The Psycho Killer gets rid of the Grand Slam champion, and Triple H is in at number 7 now. Certainly one of Raw's favourites in this one. Won the Battle Royal on Raw, last eliminating Tyler Breeze to give himself the biggest momentum from Raw heading into this one. And right now, Tommaso Ciampa looking to add to his elimination tally. A huge elimination for him there in Daniel Bryan. As I said, a Grand Slam champion, no less. Sheamus, though, still in this one. And there you see Bryan making his way. It must be tough for him. It must be tough for the yes movement as well. Well, this one continues on. There is still a long list of talents left to come out. Gut-wrench suplex there by Sheamus, and we await number 8 now. Been a little while since we had a SmackDown pick. I wouldn't mind SmackDown coming out here, whittle down some of their numbers. It will not be. It will be last year's Royal Rumble winner, looking to make it 2 in a row. Tyler Breeze entered a number 18 last year and won it. Can he do it from number 8 this year? Breeze is in and ready to go. Dressed up in a different attire for the Rumble. Ambrose, meanwhile, out of here. Sheamus dumps Ambrose and gets himself his 2nd elimination here. Triple H and Breeze rekindling what they started on Raw in that Battle Royal. 2 from ECW, 2 from Raw, and both brands are attacking the other superstar on it. And the turnbuckle goes Breeze. He had a great performance last year, eliminated 5 people, kept himself to himself in a final 2 with the likes of Punk and Braun Strowman. He hung in there and he almost got revenge for Raw on Triple H. Number 9 now is going to make their way out. We are going through this herd some big time. Breeze, can he complete the 8 trifecta? We'll find out. Here comes number 9, Tetsuya Naito, the man with the biggest momentum from ECW. Those who had the momentum heading in from the Battle Royals have drawn early numbers thus far. Naito, though, had many long matches in his NJPW career, and perhaps can use that stamina to his advantage. Breeze, meanwhile, looking to add to his Rumble tally of eliminations. Get Sheamus out of here right now. Can he do it? Celtic Warrior clinging on the top rope. No, he cannot. Great 2017 for Tyler Breeze, following on from the Rumble, of course, 2-time world champion. Main event in a 1 WrestleMania. Trying to continue it here. Tommaso Ciampa won't be going to WrestleMania. He's out of here courtesy of Naito. Once again, 2 from ECW, 2 from Raw. Naito now. The thing you got to think about, last year Breeze was able to keep himself hidden because he was a smaller frame and he wasn't as big of a name in some perspectives. This year Breeze is going to be one of the prime targets. He's a former Royal Rumble winner, 2-time world champion, and one of the feuds of the summer with Dolph Ziggler. Breeze is one of the public targets for everyone in the Rumble to try and make a name for themselves. Number 10 is Cassius Ohno from Raw. And once again, Raw and ECW right now, we are flying through our picks. Supermodel kick there by Breeze, and Ohno will pick up the scraps here on Naito. SmackDown looking pretty good maybe to take home a Royal Rumble. Hasn't done that since Austin Aries in 2015. Breeze now, DDT there to Sheamus. And a supermodel kick, and Triple H is out of here. Revenge for Raw is extracted. The Royal Rumble winner on his way to trying to make it back-to-back Rumble wins. Be big if he could do it. Speaking of big, Sheamus has survived in this one a very long time. A lot of blood on his face right now. Oh, I just jinxed him. There goes Sheamus, but he had a great run. Lasted from number 1 to number 10. A third of the Rumble, he survived. Sheamus can hold his head up high about that. 2 eliminations to his name as well. Naito, though, also on 2 right now. He's doing great stuff as number 11 comes out. Shawn Michaels from ECW. Once again, another one of our picks. Have we gone through like 5? Have we gone through half of them now, I think? Maybe even the same for Raw as well. Bryan, Breeze, Ohno, Triple H. No, I think they're okay. They're on 4, but they only have 8 in this year's Rumble because they won last year, so they've gone through half as well. God, we are flying through our picks right now. SmackDown looking pretty good to win this thing as it currently stands. Come on, we need loads of them to come out in a row and screw themselves over. Naito trying to eliminate Ohno there, can't get it. Michaels trying to eliminate Breeze. Like I said, anyone who eliminates Breeze is going to get a huge talking point about them coming out of this Rumble. Breeze is out! Breeze is gone! Cassius Ohno was in fight or flight mode there. and he acted as quickly as he could. And the 2017 Royal Rumble winner is gone. Breeze is done for. This one is now anyone's game. Cassius Ohno eliminated a Raw superstar in it, someone on his own brand. That has got to be a talking point for the Raw general manager to think about. Sami Callihan in the number 12. I'm surprised he's still standing, given the beating he took at the hands of Braun Strowman. Got powerbombed on my office, on my desk, by Strowman on ECW. I'm surprised he's still here tonight. Ohno, meanwhile, has got to be reveling in what he just did. Whether or not he meant it doesn't matter. He huffed Breeze over, and he got himself perhaps the biggest elimination in this Rumble. Callahan's out of here already. Dismay for him. But like I said, I'm really surprised he made it to the Rumble, and that beatdown from Strowman may be more serious than he's letting on. Callahan may need assistance. May need medical assistance. So we're in the ring right now. One Raw, 2 ECW superstars. Definitely need SmackDown to start making their way out now. Start pulling their weight in the Royal Rumble. Don't want a final 6 filled with SmackDown Live. And there we go. My words have been granted. Sami Zayn in at number 13. Made his return after being away for about 6 months or thereabouts in last year's Royal Rumble. And now he looks to make a big name for himself in this year's Rumble. Going after Ohno right away. Now Ohno almost becomes prime target number 1 because he eliminated Breeze. However, Ohno is going to have, Ohno's going to have more remembrance about him for eliminating Breeze than whoever eliminates Ohno will. Unless, of course, they rack up either a lot of eliminations or go on to win the whole thing. Nice kick there by Ohno there. Naito and Michaels kind of sloppy brawling going on, but there for a moment. Naito looking to try and get rid of Michaels here, looking for elimination number 4 now in his debut Rumble. Ciampa, Sheamus, and Callahan all gone. He's eliminated all ECW guys. Couldn't get rid of Michaels on this one though. Number 13, I believe, is about to make their way out now. No, 14. And it's Rusev who will come out. Another SmackDown talent making his way out. Rusev had a very good end to last year. Had a shot at the Intercontinental Championship, but had to welcome back Finn Balor to this universe, and he struggled a little bit with that one. Sami Zayn trying to get rid of Ohno here, and he can't do it. Crowd behind Zayn in this one right now, as Rusev tries to get an elimination already, trying to get rid of Michaels. ECW's gone through a lot of names. We can't afford to lose another one. Well, Rusev doesn't care, because there goes Michaels. Good elimination, I'll give him credit. Rusev came in and immediately stamped his authority on this Royal Rumble. Elimination now for the Bulgarian Brute. But Naito with the most eliminations thus far at 3. Big punch in the gut there by Rusev, and now they're starting to gang up on Naito. This could be worrying for Naito. He's been in it a while, since number 9, the longest man surviving in the Rumble thus far. Well, out of everyone still in it, number 15, Roman Reigns comes out, another SmackDown talent, and 2 for 1 here on Naito. And he is gone. Great performance by Naito, though. It's not about, I guess it's not about the length that matters, but the motion of the ocean. And he's certainly left an effect with 3 eliminations, the biggest thus far. And now this ring starting to fill up a lot with SmackDown superstars. ECW hasn't got a claim in it right now, but that's okay. We've still got some of our biggest names saved for later. Reigns trying to get rid of Zayn in the background there, as you see Rusev in the foreground trying to get rid of Ohno. And he will. There goes Ohno, the man who eliminated Breeze, eliminated by Rusev. That's 2 for the Bulgarian Brute. And now SmackDown occupy the ring. Good Royal Rumble for Cassius Ohno as well. Going to get a lot of people talking about him on Raw. May even have to deal with Tyler Breeze at some point for eliminating him. Number 16 now. We're already halfway through the entrance in this Rumble. Who's number 16? ECW back in this one. The 4 Horsemen in this one for the first time. Rich Swann in. And Rusev out, courtesy of Zayn. That's his second elimination now. Teamed up with Cassius Ohno on his first one. And there was his second, getting rid of Rusev single-handedly. Great stuff there, but Swann right now in this one. his Rumble debut. Looking to try and get some people talking about him, looking to try and impress the Four Horsemen. He certainly had talking points coming out of ECW, and in that Battle Royal he showed that it will be every man for himself when he eliminated his fellow Four Horsemen member and leader of the Four Horsemen no less in Chris Jericho. Whether or not their paths will meet and Jericho will look for revenge, we'll see tonight. But right now Swann doing a good job against Reigns there. Airplane spin head scissors. But Reigns using his power there to bring it back down. Number 17 now on their way out next. What an elbow by Roman Reigns. Who's coming out next? It's Kota Ibushi from SmackDown Live. Sami Zayn, while I was wondering who it was, just barely hung on there from that clothesline. That was treacherous for him. And he may not be able to do that one again. Zayn though and Ibushi, two great talents going at it here. Half and half suplex there by Zayn. And now Reigns has Swann here and he's going to look to use his power to get rid of him. Can Swann hang in there? Indeed he can. Great talents in this ring right now. Kick countered. Clothesline there by Reigns and a clattering one at that. Not many eliminations attempted since that Zayn one. Oh, Superman punch though by Reigns. That'll certainly fill in the blanks for the elimination. Caught him on the money there. Zayn staying down. That one did a number on him. Number 18. I'm going to say 18. I believe it to be 18. Coming out next. Nice roundhouse kick there by Swann. And here comes the villain. Whoop, whoop. Oh, I don't have the voice to do it. Okay. The villain is in at number 18. One of the favorites from Raw, I would argue. Rich Swann. Rich Swann. Swann eliminates Reigns. Swann eliminates Reigns. And Ibushi. Ibushi. Kota Ibushi eliminates Sami Zayn. But we don't want to keep our eyes on the replay. Take a look at Skull. Skull looking to spoil Swann's Rumble right now. And the ring went from 5 to 2. Ibushi is trying to get rid of Skull now. And he does so. Kota Ibushi stands alone. Holy cow. He has a title match on SmackDown Live in a few days. But Ibushi right now looks like he wants to go to WrestleMania. And he's going to need all the assistance he gets. Because here comes Sting. In his first Royal Rumble, Sting is in. God, what just happened? So Skull came out. As he was making his way out, Reigns got eliminated by Swann. Ibushi eliminated Zayn. Skull eliminated Swann. Ibushi eliminated Skull. That was a huge change. And that is something that Ibushi can be hugely proud of as well. Eliminated one of the favorites from Raw and Marty Skull with ease. In fact, Skull may have been in the shortest time but managed to get an elimination, unlike Cena, Corbin and Callahan, who also had pretty disappointing runs. Right now Ibushi's also holding his own against a world champion, a former world champion in Sting. Number 20 about to make their way out. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Some old feuds may be rekindled between Sting and Nakamura. But here comes the longest reigning world champion in the history of this universe. Here comes Shinsuke Nakamura, looking to go back to the main event of WrestleMania for 2 years in a row. He was the champion heading into last year's. Look at me, the challenger heading into this year's. Ibushi isn't going, he's out, and now we rekindle it. These men tore each other apart. At first, just for the sake of it. And at second for the World Heavyweight Championship. These two men did not like each other on Raw. And let's see if the bad blood has boiled over. Nakamura in the Rumble for the first time as well. Last year's Royal Rumble, he was world champion, so he was already occupied with a title to defend. Sting right now, though, getting the upper hand on Nakamura. Number 22 about to make their way out. Let's see who it's going to be. Some big names in the ring right now. Two former world champions. Make it 3, because here comes a rival of Nakamura. Here comes Bad Blood more recently from Backlash to finish off. Kevin Owens in at number 21. The 4-time WWE champion is in, and he's teaming up with Sting to go to work on Nakamura. But allegiances are only temporary in the Royal Rumble. Nakamura and Owens had a match at Backlash, the two men hating one another. But it was Kevin Owens who walked out the winner. Owens was the only man on SmackDown Live who revealed himself to be heading into this one. Owens right now, safe to say, far from in a positive working attitude with SmackDown. Oh, Sting is out of here. Made his comeback only a few weeks ago, but Sting has been dumped out, and now the Backlash rematch can commence. Number 22 is about to make their way out, and they're making their way out into some traffic because it is Nakamura. And oh! From NXT, it's the Bruiserweight. The man who would take over San Antonio, interfered in Big Show and Kurt Angle's global title match, laid out the champion. The Bruiserweight now is looking to make a name for himself in his first ever Royal Rumble. And he's entered the ring at maybe the worst time. Involved with two men who want to tear each other apart. Pete Dunne has got himself right where he doesn't want to be. But what an opportunity the Bruiserweight could make this into. Nakamura going after Pete Dunne here, gets him with that kick. And that will allow them to resume battle. Sting already eliminated. Nakamura already got rid of one rival. Can he get rid of another? Can he get revenge for Backlash here? If I was Pete Dunne, I'd stay out of the way right now and I'd leave these two brawl. I'd leave these two tear each other apart and pick up the scraps. Owens could have eliminated him there, but hit a big German suplex. We await number 23 now to make their way out. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble just hit the ring. The monster among men has arrived. Braun Strowman is here. He has left a pool of broken bodies on his way to the Rumble. He took out Sami Callihan. He took out Bobby Roode. He doesn't care. Braun Strowman wants to go to the Royal Rumble, and as I said, this is the one time of the year I will cheer him on. Find me a bigger brute than Strowman and chuck him in this Rumble. Nakamura and Owens still going at it. Nakamura now trying to go after the Beast. It's going to take a hell of a lot to eliminate him, but Nakamura's going to try. Explode a suplex there to Braun. But you can see how much that took out of him by the way he's clinging on to himself. Number 24 on their way out now. Strowman has Nakamura in his clutches. And here he comes. Just recently, after screwing Punk out of the WWE Championship and handing it back to Bobby Fish, intentional or not, that still happened. Brock Lesnar enters the fray, and the Beast and the Monster will do battle here. Oh yes, this is what the Rumble gives us. Moments that we can't get at any other time. The Beast and the Monster, two of the biggest brutes in this universe. I said find me a bigger brute, and they certainly are trying. Strowman going after everyone. Nakamura eliminates Owens. Revenge for Backlash. But now it's another old rival of his. They feuded over the summer for the Intercontinental Championship, and they rekindle it here tonight. He's eliminated two rivals now as Nakamura. Can Brock become number 3? Pete Dunne still in it, but now getting beaten down at the hands of Strowman. Number 25 on his way, and NXT has made another step towards trying to get involved. It's the ace, Hiroshi Tanahashi. One of the biggest names in New Japan history. Pete Dunne is out of here, but the ace has arrived. And what a time it is for him. Late in the Rumble now, there's a real chance, but he is in the ring with some top caliber athletes. But in his own right, Tanahashi is a top caliber athlete. Him and Nakamura had some matches, well, to be fair, they had some classics in Japan. But we'll see how he can handle being on the big stage here in the Rumble. Braun Strowman huffed over Brock Lesnar's shoulders there. And Nakamura goes after Brock Lesnar once again here. Tanahashi. Nakamura and Strowman, meanwhile, clinging on under the bottom ropes there. Number 26 on their way out. And NXT is really getting involved now. The Rated R Superstar is here. Coming out late. What if an NXT star wins here? What if Tanahashi or Edge wins? Then what do we do? Oh my god, Tanahashi, no way. Tanahashi going to try and get rid of Strowman here. Yeah, best of luck with that one. Meanwhile, in the background, Lesnar trying to get rid of Nakamura, trying to avenge his loss at the Great American Bash for the Intercontinental Championship. Can he make it happen? No, he cannot. Nakamura stays in there. The names I'm thinking of left. We got... Oh, Strowman hung in there. Okay. We've got the Brian Kendrick from Raw. Jericho from ECW. Undertaker. Is there anyone else? That might be it. Unless I'm drawing a blank. The rest left we don't know of. I might be drawing a blank, so don't quote me on that one for certain. Strowman eliminates Nakamura. Well, there's Kendrick. We are down to 3 left to come out. 2 of which we know. 1 we don't. Strowman just got rid of Nakamura. And on the other side of the ring, the Rated R Superstar is gone. Kendrick has entered at a bad spot in this Rumble. The monster, the ace, and the beast he shares the ring with. Best of luck with that one. Well, number 28 coming out next, as I said at the start. This number 1, the first ever Royal Rumble with Samoa Joe. Can whoever is number 28 use it to their advantage? Lesnar and Strowman adapting almost a divide and conquer attitude right now to try and thin down the herd and maybe leave it down to them two going at it. Kendrick trying to fight back against the beast. Tanahashi is doing the same against Strowman, but in a more successful way. Number 28 about to make their way out here. Tanahashi and, well, not Kendrick anymore. Number 28 though, who is it gonna be? We're about to find out. What? No! No way! No way! This is not happening. Oh, no! Do my eyes deceive me? He was carried out on a stretcher. A takeover San Antonio. He was carried out on a stretcher by NXT staff. He was left in a pool of his own blood with broken bones, broken hopes, and just broken everything. Okada couldn't stand last night, and you're meaning to tell me just 24 hours later, he's in the Royal Rumble, and he's trying to go to the main event of WrestleMania. This is ludicrous. This is out of this world. Where in the hell did the Rainmaker get this from? What world did he pull this out of? Okada is in the Rumble. I am stunned. I don't know how he did it, but he's done it. And he's here, and he's going to try and go all the way. Jericho in at number 29. Kendrick's out of here. That means The Undertaker is number 30. I am still beyond belief that Kazuchika Okada went from being carried out in a stretcher to number 28 in the Royal Rumble in a day. No way can I believe that. That has completely taken me off guard. But let's see how far he can go. He's got to be having serious injuries. He's got to be less than 100%. Strowman, meanwhile, doesn't care about anyone else but himself. There goes Jericho. And that means Strowman is the only man left on ECW. Lesnar is the only man left on SmackDown. And out next, number 30, the only man left will be The Undertaker. We are about to reach our final 5. And here he comes, one half of the World Tag Team Champions, looking to lead himself to WrestleMania. Brood or not, it doesn't matter for The Undertaker. He wants to go all the way. And then we were down to 5. The Beast, the Ace, the Rainmaker, the Dead Man, the Monster. Brock in trouble. Brock's teetering. Tanahashi eliminates Brock. The Ace just eliminated the Beast. And by some means, I imagine that is revenge for what we saw last match with Punk. CM Punk must take some semblance of hope from that. Well, here we go. And then there were 4 in the Royal Rumble. Oh God, and Okada. It might not be lasting much longer. Tombstone pile driver. All the damage that Okada went through, the blood he lost at TakeOver. And Undertaker goes right to the exposed wounds. Oh, Tanahashi's out. Okada with almost a whiplash move there to send him over the top. And then there were 3. The Dead Man, the Rainmaker, the Monster among men. Okada, Undertaker, Strowman. Oh. This is the final 3 for this year's Royal Rumble. Once again, Strowman comes down to the final 3. Can he go all the way this year, though? What the hell happens if Okada finds a way to win the Rumble? Or will these questions not even needed to be asked, because the Dead Man will go all the way to WrestleMania and challenge for the title? Oh, we could be down to 2. No way is Okada going to be able to eliminate The Undertaker here. Surely he's won. Surely he's beaten and broken and battered. And The Undertaker pushes him back there. The Dead Man is not going to give in here. Anything to win the Rumble. Anything to try and get something outside of the Brood. Anything for the Dead Man himself to rekindle something of his past. Okada hit with a corking big boot by Strowman. What a Rumble it has been for Braun Strowman. Nakamura, Edge, all been eliminated at the hands of the Monster and Jericho. Strowman has thrown everyone over the top rope without a care in the world. And he's also been in it now since number 23. So he's showing his versatility. He is showing his stamina here. And he is trying to do this for the Wyatt family to everything that he can, to the best of his abilities. Strowman and Rollins main event WrestleMania. Can you imagine that? Whoa. This could be costly for The Undertaker. Old school. If he gets pushed here by Strowman, he's out. No, he's going to get all of it on Strowman. He goes old school. And Okada tries to keep himself lingering in the background. Has to launch himself after The Undertaker though, but look at how slow he is up to his feet. That's the wear of this. That's the wear of last night having an effect on Okada. Still, I cannot believe he is actually in this Rumble. I will commend him for his heart. I will commend him for his fight no matter what. That is incredible. Strowman gearing himself up for the final stage here. Headbutting the turnbuckle. But The Undertaker makes him splat there. Splat down into the canvas with that sidewalk slam. Okada crawling up to his feet here. As Strowman and The Undertaker, as the 2 behemoths of this Rumble, do battle. Okada gonna try and whittle it down to 2 maybe. He's gonna try again to get rid of The Undertaker. It failed once, but has he found a way maybe to do it this time? Nope. Sent backwards. Oh God. In the clutches of him once more. And with no way out, suplex there. And Okada makes the smart decision. He rolls under the apron. Sorry, under the bottom rope. He looks to hang on a little bit longer. And meanwhile, Strowman and Undertaker can tear each other apart once again. This is the behemoth to match Strowman, it seems. This is a man fighting for his own cause, Wyatt family or not. Braun Strowman is hammering into the Undertaker. And the Undertaker's giving it socks in return. And Strowman trying to push him out here. Will we be down to 2? Will Strowman make a 4th elimination happen here tonight? It's so close. Undertaker's teetering badly. He needs to do his best to hang in there. So he does. Fair play to him, he does. God, these two men want to rip each other apart. Punches here yet again by the dead man. Back suplex. Great strength there to show against Strowman. Okada. Backdrop for your troubles. Do not run right at the dead man. You will pay for it. Oh my God. Well, I don't think Okada's going to be able to stand after this one, including last night's injuries. Tombstone pile driver. That may well have finished Okada right there and then. He could just be dead weight. No way. Okada withstands the blow and he keeps going here. Looking to try and eliminate the Undertaker yet again. That's a big strike. But he just cannot get that blow that he's looking for. Clothesline and Taker hangs in there. Taker hangs in there. And Taker gets himself out of it as well. After 2 tombstones, he's still fighting on. And look at that. Strowman ignored him. Strowman just walked past Okada like almost the flea that he was, because he wants Undertaker, and he's going to get him. We're about to be down to 2. We're about to be down to 2. Undertaker. Out of here. And then there were 2. Who goes to WrestleMania? Is it Braun Strowman or is it Okada? We are about to find out in this one. Here we go. Oh man, Okada. Tombstone to Strowman. What a turnabout it could be. From lifeless on a stretcher to Royal Rumble winner. Can it happen for Okada? Can he make it his night? Strowman throws him into the turnbuckle. Okada counters. He's fighting with everything. He's fighting with all the heart and spirit that the Rainmaker is known for. He's trying. He's given up so much weight here to Strowman, even not at 100%. This is damn near suicide to try and pull off. And it ain't going to happen. Hard elbow by Strowman to get out of it. Okada counters. Irish whip. Strowman goes over the top. Okada. Clothesline. Okada wins. Okada wins. I will say it again. Do my eyes deceive me? On this night, they do not. Ladies and gentlemen, the Royal Rumble winner, Kazuchika Okada. What the hell does this mean? Okada wins the Rumble, but surely he's an NXT superstar. NXT isn't on the main. There are so many questions that need answering right now. But let's just soak in the moment. Let's just soak this in. Because a man who seemed like his career was over 24 hours ago now stands staring down the sign of the event that he will be the final match in. Okada goes from almost a martyr for his cause, almost a sacrifice, almost retired, to the Royal Rumble winner in 24 hours. He eliminated Braun Strowman to do it, of all people. Your winner of the 2018 Royal Rumble, Kazuchika Okada. What does this mean going forward? What do we do with Okada now that he's won the Royal Rumble? Where do we go from here? All that needs to be answered and more. But right now, Okada just won the Royal Rumble. Val in this episode universe. Thank you guys for watching. Take care, guys, and ta-ra.